and the region is the chromosomal non-disjunction. Okay, so extra chromosome 21 will be present in one gamete, either in mother or father, and that will be transmitted to the zygote, and that will be transmitted to the child. So what are test we can do for detection of Down syndrome? In maternal serum at 16 to 18 weeks of pregnancy, if the fetus has Down syndrome, it is marked by these things. Reduced alpha fetoprotein, it will be less than 25%. Reduced unconjugated estradiol, less than 25%. Increase HCG, human gonadotrophin level, more than 200%. And you can do karyotyping for seeing the extra chromosome. You can do chorionic villus sampling or amniocentesis. Okay, through this method you can get fetal cells, fetal somatic cells, and you detect, do the karyotyping from the fetal somatic cells for detection of the Down syndrome. Next, in Down syndrome, DYRK1 gene, that is a kinase gene located on the long arm of chromosome 21, produces mental retardation. Life expectancy in Down syndrome is increased to 60 years due to health sector developments, and the region 21q22, that is distal part of long arm of chromosome 21, is the critical region for Down syndrome, and trisomy of this region produces typical facial features of the Down syndrome. Okay, so this area is involved in case of Down syndrome. Okay, next. So next we are going to the next syndrome. Achha, because a light will off karo to samne light gulo fan को off करो ना. Okay, so Turner syndrome. It is these are also important short note. Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome. Okay, so Turner syndrome is also known as ovarian dysgenesis or X monosomy or 45X0 syndrome or Ulrich-Turner syndrome. These are the alternative names. It was described first by Henry Turner in 1938, and here karyotype is 45X. Okay, another sex chromosome is absent. Phenotype is absence of Y chromosome, female with ovarian dysgenesis. Incidence is 1 in every 5,000 to 10,000 newborn girls. These are the clinical features. There will be female with gonadal dysgenesis, streak-like gonads, no ovarian follicles, no sexual hormones, primary amenorrhea, that is no menstruation, and infertility. There will be short stature, webbing of neck, skin folds in the neck. Cubitus valgus means increased carrying angle at the elbow. There will be broad chest, widely placed nipples, underdeveloped breast. Lymphedema over the limbs. There will be swollen limbs, a low hairline, and no secondary sexual character development will be there. Bare body is absent because there is no extra X chromosome. Okay. Other associated features are high as palate, visual abnormalities, that is strabismus or squint, quantation of aorta and ventricular septal defect. These are heart defect. Okay, cardiovascular system defect. Next there will be septal defect. Nasal septa may also be defective. Horseshoe-shaped kidney may be present. Scoliosis. Okay, scoliosis is disease of the vertebral column. Lack of estrogen. There will be osteoporosis, and cause is chromosomal non-disjunction during the gametogenesis. All these trisomies are formed mainly due to non-disjunction. Okay. Fan gulo on karo na, fan gulo off korle keno? These are the investigation you can do for detection of Turner syndrome. There may be buccal smear. Buccal smear, you can see absence of bare body. Blood or serum, you can see low levels of estrogen and progesterone. In ultrasonography, you can see gonadal absence, and in karyotyping, you can see 45XO chromosomal pattern, or there may be mosaicism. Mosaicism means two types of cells are accumulating during the formation of gonads. These are normal cells, 46XX for female, and these are the defective cells, 45X. Both types of cells are present in the fetus. That is known as mosaicism. And prenatal diagnosis can be done via amniocentesis and Coriolis villus sampling, like the Down syndrome. Treatment is growth hormone and estrogen replacement therapy. As there is strict gonads are not developing properly, so you have to give hormonal supply from outside. That will help in development of the secondary sexual characters later on. Okay. Next. So these are the clinical features of Turner syndrome. Phenotype will be female. There will be short stature, no secondary sexual characters, no hairline, seal-shaped thorax, widely spaced nipples, small fingernails, brown spots and nevi all over the body, lymphedema, and no menstruation. There will be amenorrhea and infertility. There will be rudimentary ovaries or streak gonads. Cubital valgus, that means carrying angle will increase. There will be poor breast development, constriction of the aorta, coarctation of the aorta, and webbing of the neck. There will be folds of skin over the two sides of the neck. Okay. Next. So we have completed Turner syndrome. For all this, you remember the clinical features and the phenotype and genetic makeup. Klinefelter syndrome, it is also known as 47XXY syndrome. One X chromosome is extra present in male child. So first described by Henry Klinefelter in 1942. Karyotype is 47XXY, phenotype is male, incidence is 1 in 1,000 newborn boys. So it is more common than the Turner syndrome. Okay. These are the clinical features. It is child is phenotypically male. There will be small testes, hypogonadism, decreased secretion of testosterone, delayed puberty, underdeveloped secondary sexual character, infertility, and agiospermia. So these are the clinical features. There will be gynecomastia or enlarged breast, sparse body hairs, white lips, taurodontic teeth. Taurodontic teeth means enlarged body of teeth with small roots. There is long arms and legs, small penis, speech and language problem, osteoporosis, sinus and difficulty in expressing feelings. All these are clinical features of Klinefelter syndrome. And cause is non-disjunction during gametogenesis. Okay. Due to non-disjunction, there is one extra chromosome, extra X chromosome. Okay, non-disjunction of sex chromosome leads to this Klinefelter syndrome. Next, these are the investigations you can do. Testicular biopsy, hyalinization of seminiferous tubules and no spermatogenesis will be seen in testicular biopsy. In buccal smear, Barr body is present. Generally, in male child, Barr body is absent, but in Klinefelter syndrome, there will be Barr body is present. Serum, you can see low level of testosterone, increase LH and FSH. These levels are more in females, but in male child, these levels increased in Klinefelter syndrome. Next, in karyotype is 47XXY, treatment is testosterone therapy. Okay. For infertility cases, few sperms collected from the testicular biopsy generated successful pregnancies using IVF. In vitro fertilization, it is sometimes possible after testicular biopsy. Next, so these are the clinical features of Klinefelter syndrome. A phenotype will be male, there will be wide lips, lack of beard and body hair, gynecomastia, breast development like females, long arms, hip is like female, lack of pubic hair, small testes, small penis, and long legs. So all these are features of Klinefelter syndrome. Okay. Next. Next we go to the Patau syndrome. Okay. So it is also known as trisomy 13 or trisomy D. Okay. Which chromosome is involved? That is very important. That can come in your viva or come in your MCQs also. Okay. In which syndrome, which chromosome is involved? So Patau syndrome, also known as trisomy 13 or trisomy D. Mostly 80% of children with Patau syndrome die within first year of life. Klaus Patau, 1960, first identified trisomy 13. This is the karyotype 47XY plus 13. One extra chromosome 13 is present, trisomy 13. Or in female, there will be karyotype is 47XX plus 13. Karyotype is very important. Okay. Cause is non-disjunction during gametogenesis. These are the clinical features. There will be cleft lip, cleft palate, polydactyly. Polydactyly means extra finger or extra toe. Microcephaly, small head, sensory nystagmus, mental retardation, overlapping of fingers, simian crease, rocker bottom feet, this congenital vertical talus, prominent heel due to projected calcaneus. Peters anomaly, it is anterior segment mesenchymal dysgenesis causing abnormalities of the cornea. Microophthalmia, there is small eye, holoprosencephaly, there is failure of forebrain development, and cyclopia, single eye due to failure of forebrain separation. So all these are features of Patau syndrome. Okay. Next we go to Edwards syndrome. It is also known as, all these are important short note, Patau syndrome, Edwards syndrome. Those first three is very important. Down syndrome, Klinefelter, Turner. These can given very frequently, and these two are also given. Okay. It is also known as trisomy 18 or trisomy E. First described by John Edward in 1960. It is the second most common autosomal trisomy, and the first one is the Down syndrome. Okay. So karyotype is 47XY plus 18 in male and 47XX plus 18 in female. Incidence is 1 in 6,000 live births. Fetuses mostly abort in 95% of cases and die in the first few months after birth. Cause is non-disjunction during gametogenesis and increased maternal age. These are the cause. These are the clinical features. There will be small head, that is microcephaly, low set ears, small jaw and mouth, cleft lip, cleft palate, clenched fist with overlapping fingers, rocker bottom foot, associated respiratory, genitourinary system and cardiovascular malformations. There will be ventricular septal defect, atrial septal defect, patent ductus arteriosus. Okay, any of these defects can be present in the heart. Next syndrome is XYY syndrome. This syndrome you just know and sometimes can be given as, rarely given as a short note. So XYY syndrome, male phenotypic individual because Y chromosome is present and another extra Y is present with an extra Y chromosome, 47XYY. They show behavioral disturbances, especially maybe antisocial in behavior. Okay. Karyotyping is criminal behavior can also be present in these persons. Okay. XYY syndrome. Karyotyping is 47XYY. Quinacrine staining can be done. Double fluorescent spot is seen in somatic cells due to presence of two Y chromosomes. Okay. Next is hermaphroditism. Okay. Hermaphrodites, hermaphrodite, important short note. So, in this condition, there is difficult differentiation of external genitalia as male or female. True hermaphroditism, it is known as ovotesticular disorder. There is ambiguous external genitals and presence of both testes and ovaries. Next is pseudo-hermaphroditism, an individual with gonads of one sex and secondary sexual characters of another sex. For example, female pseudo-hermaphrodite, female with ovary, autosomal recessive disorder, there can have adrenal hyperplasia. It will lead to increased secretion of androgen, and there will be development of male secondary sexual character, but they are having ovary, so they are genetically female, but they are expressing as a male child. Okay, so that's why it is known as pseudo-hermaphroditism. Next is hypomelanosis of Ito or incontinentia pigmenti acromians. It is a skin disorder showing alternating patterns of normally pigmented and depigmented zones, and that corresponds to Blaschko lines. These embryological Blaschko lines are embryological developmental lines and cause is child with mosaicism for diploidy and triploidy. Okay, another genetic condition. Next is chimerism or chimeras. What is this? An individual composed of cells from different zygotes. Okay, different zygotes means there will have two different types of cells having two different karyotype. Okay, so it may occur due to fusion of multiple fertilized zygotes, and in human, dispermic chimera or blood group chimera have been reported. Next is mixed twins. Mixed twins are dizygotic fraternal twins born to multiracial families. These twins differ in skin color and other facial features from each other. Okay. Next is fragile X syndrome. This can also be given as a short note. Fragile X syndrome caused by fragile site on the long arm of chromosome X. It breaks near the tip of long arm in laboratory testing, and this is more common in males. These are the clinical features. There will be mental retardation, autism, typical facial features like protruding ears, long face, high arch palate, flat feet, hyperextensible fingers and thumb. Cytogenetically, there is mutation in FMR1 in X chromosome. FMR1 is fragile X mental retardation gene. Okay, so this gene mutation is present. Next is Prader-Willi syndrome and Angelman syndrome. Okay, these two are also rarely given in short notes. So Prader-Willi syndrome is an inherited genetic disorder, also known as Labhart-Willi syndrome or Prader syndrome or Prader-Labhart-Willi-Fanconi syndrome. These are the alternate names. It is typical example of genetic imprinting. These are the genetic basis. There is deletion of paternally inherited chromosomal 15q11.2 to q13. Okay, so this region over the long arm of chromosome 15 is deleted. That's why this is the region of Prader-Willi syndrome. Incidence is 1 in 20,000 live births. These are the clinical features. It involves multiple systems. Affected child will have short stature, obesity, hypogonadism, hypotonia, and learning difficulty. Obesity becomes most common cause of morbidity and mortality in these cases. Okay, so you remember the genetic basis. There is a deletion of paternally inherited chromosomal 15 in this area from gene 11 to 13 in the long arm of chromosome 15. This is the area of deletion in Prader-Willi syndrome. Next, how will you diagnose? Cytogenetic analysis using FISH technique we have discussed previously for detection of this deletion. This probe is used, SNPRL probe. Okay, and molecular diagnosis can be done. DNA methylation studies diagnose Prader-Willi syndrome cases correctly. Target is this 5' end of SNURF and SNPRN locus. This is the promoter region of this region. Okay, this is done in FISH technique. These are the results unmethylated in parallel allele. This is absent in Prader-Willi syndrome and methylated in maternal allele. Treatment is growth hormone treatment to improve the physical growth, control of obesity, symptomatic management, and parental care and education. This is the treatment protocol. Next we go to the Angelman syndrome. This is also occurs due to deletion in chromosome 15 log arm. Okay, but another gene is involved here in Angelman. It is an inherited genetic disorder that mainly affects nervous system. Harry Angelman in 1915 to 1996, he was a British pediatrician first detected this disease, also known as happy puppet syndrome. Okay, these alternative names are important for your MCQs. And incidence rate, that is also asked in some diseases like Down syndrome, Edward, Patau, Klinefelter-Turner. For those incidence rates can also be asked in your MCQs. So incidence rate is 1 in 12,000 to 20,000 people. This is the genetic basis. Loss of ubiquitin protein ligase 3A, UBE3A gene of maternal origin. So this is the deleted gene, and UBE3A enzyme normally removes unnecessary proteins within the cells. And in neurons, only copy of UBE3A gene inherited from mother is active. Location is long arm of chromosome 15, that is 15q 11 to 13 gene. Next, these are the signs and symptoms. There will be delayed development, intellectual disability, severe speech impairment, ataxia of gait and microcephaly, epilepsy, happy, excitable, smiling behavior. That's why they are known as happy puppet syndrome. Diagnosis is done from clinical history and examination, array comparative genomic hybridization, ACGH for UBE3A gene. So this is the method of diagnosis and this is the treatment. There is no cure, only symptomatic treatment can be done. Okay, next. Okay, that's all for, so you prepare very carefully Down syndrome, Klinefelter-Turner, very important short note. After that you prepare those Edward syndrome and Patau's, and rest you know they can be given rarely as a short note. Prader-Willi, Angelman like this, and other is important for genetic type or karyotype is important for your MCQs. Okay, understood? And for common diseases, incident rate is also important. And clinical features, you remember the picture and remember the clinical features for all the diseases. And they, from those Down syndrome, trisomy 21, from there also explain why question comes. Okay.